Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Hope you have a wonderful video. Today I will be taking you how to cut this lovely turtleneck style with this luxury appliques on the chest and on the hip line. You can see it now. So this is what I'm going to take you through, the necessary measurements you need to know about this. So let's go to the cutting section. Here is the perfect fabric that I'm using for an avian of this perfect fabric, and this is the luxury lace. I've already trimmed it out that I'm going to use to make a design around the chest and the hip line, hip point, as you can see it on the thumbnail. You can see it now. So the first thing I'll be cutting out here is the half cut. So let me deduct my 16 inches half cut, then I will not take the necessary measurement. So this is my half cut, the fabric for the half cut. This is not at 16 inches, so I just cut this out. I'll still trim excess out. So the first thing here is the shoulder. The shoulder is 8 inches, so here is my 8 inches for the shoulder. After the 8 inches, I'll be taking 1 inch for the shoulder slope, which is the shoulder slant also. Then I'm going to connect to the center of both back and front here. Then after this, I'll be taking my armhole measurement to be 8 inches. 8 inches of armhole measurement, you can see. Here's my 8 inches. Then from here, I'll take my half cut of 16 inches. 16 inches for the half length. Then the bust measurement is 40 inches. That is 10 in 4 places, with a seam allowance of 1.5 inches. Then I'll come to the waist measurement and take my waist measurement to be 30 inches. That's 7.5 inches in 4 places. 30 inches. The seam allowance of 1.5 inches. Then I cannot connect everything together to the shoulder, you can see. Then the next thing here is to cut out the sketch. So this is the after the cuttings, you can see now. So the next thing here is to cut out our neckline. Since this is going to have a turtle neckline, it's going to be a turtle neckline, you know, so we won't let our neckline to be too big. Then we'll take that measurement first. That is the distance of the two busts. That is 4 inches here. When I open it, it's going to be 8 inches. Then I will now notch it. You can see. Then I cannot go up to the neckline and take my neckline. The neckline here, I'll be making use of 3 inches wideness, as you can see, because I don't want it to be too wide. So that's why I'm using 3 inches for the wideness of the neck. You can see. Then the deepness is going to be 1 inch for the back. I'm cutting both the back and front together first before I will now load the front neckline. Here is the 1 inch. So let me cut it out. You can see now. So after this, I'm going to cut the front neckline by 1 inch. 1 inch. So that means 1 inch plus 1 inch, making 2 inches. So I don't want it to be too wide, because by the time we open it, it will be more, it might be wider. That's why I'm taking my time to not let it to that wide. You can see now. So after this, the next thing to cut now is the down part. We are done with the half cut. Now I'll be using this to cut out the down part. So I'll be folding it into 4. Yeah, I'm not going to leave allowance for the zip. I'm folding it into 4 equally. So this is after folding it into 4, as you can see. The next thing I'm going to do here is take the necessary measurements for the down part. The first thing I'm going to take here is the waist measurement of 30 inches, like I took on the half cut. So I'll be taking the waist measurements to be 30 inches. This is 30 inches, that's 7.5 in 4 places, like we took during the half cut, you know. Then I'll be adding a seam allowance of 2 inches to this particular one, because I did not fold it in such a way that it's going to have a zip at the back. So with the half inch I'm adding to this now, By the time I want to cut out the back, because I'll be splitting the back into two, by the time I want to do that, I'll be able to get my half inch for the zip allowance. Then the next thing here is to take the hip point of 9 inches. Hip point of 9 inches, the hip measurement of 40 inches. That is 10 in 4 places. Then I'll be adding a seam allowance of 1.5 inches to it. You can see now. Then I'll be connecting it together. So to not get the knee point, because you know the thigh is like a fish at the down part. So I'm taking the 16 inches that we're going to join to this down part up. Then my knee point here is going to be 36 inches. So from that 36 inches, I'm going to slant it down to the full length of the dress. So this is the 6 inches point, you can see. Then I'm going to connect it together to the hip. Then from here, I'll be slanting it down, just a little bit slanting to the full length of the dress. You can see now. Then after this, now I can now cut it out. So after the cutting, now I'm going to take the length, the full length of the dress now. So taking the full length of the dress now, I'm going to take up my 16 inches. Take the 16 inches up, because my full length here that I needed is 1 tape. That is about 62 inches. So I still have some excess at the down part here, so I'm going to trim it out. So after this, now I'm going to open it. Then I'm going to slit it down at the center, but the slitting is not going to reach the full length of the dress, just 6 inches down. You can see now. Then I'm going to slit it out. So this is for the back, and here we're cutting out the back in two ways. The first one is this. The second back is going to be a straight cut that I'm going to use to make a pleat at the back, and the front also is going to be a drop front. It's not going to be a straight front like this. So here is the front. I'm placing it on another fabric. This is the fabric I'm going to use to make that drop. So I want to cut it out to give me the shape of this front now. So after the cutting now, I'll take out the velvet. Then I'll now open this widely here now, and take some inches for the slashing. By the time I open it out this way, I'm going to take my hip point, because the slanting it started from the waist to the hip point. So I cannot take my hip point now, the hip point of 9 inches. That's what we took in the first place. So I will not take it now. From that 9 inches now, I'll now be taking my 1 inch to the waist line. You can see 1 inch, 1 inch, 1. So from this 1 inch now, I'll be making my slanting. You can see. So you can see the way I'm slanting it. So that's how I'm going to do till I get to the 9 inches point. So you can see the way I'm doing this. After sketching it out this way, I'm still going to use my scissors to cut it from that edge of 9 that we took our 9 inches to the other end here. So you can see the way I cut it out. You can see I did cut it for the fabric to divide into two. You can see the way I place it on the main fabric of velvet. So this is going to be our actual front now. And the distance for this opening on the splash area is just 1 inch interval where I did on the cutting. So you can see how it's going to be. Then I'm going to cut out the shape. So at the front is going to have 2 layers as well. This is the second front that I used the first front to cut out. You can see it now. So I placed it on it. I used it to cut it out. So the second layer is like a slant, so that is what I'm slanting out now. I'll be cutting out the upper part of this to give me that slant shape. You can see it now. Then I'm going to cut. By the time I cut it, you're going to see it properly. Then I'll now place this back to slant it out, so I'll be able to slant it properly. You know, it's a velvet the way it is to do. That's why I'm using this to press it down, so I'll be able to cut it properly. So you can now see the shape now. This is how the shape is going to look like. Then the next thing here is to cut out the sleeve. So here is my sleeve with the length I needed and the wideness of the hand. So I've took the necessary measurement that I need on the sleeve, and this is the cutting. So I've done many tutorials on how to cut the sleeve. You can see now this is the length I needed, and this particular area is to give me the puff at the shoulder. So you can see the way I cut it out. Just make it dip a little bit. You can see the way I dip it. So that is all about the cutting of the sleeve. So let me go and join all this and show you the finishings. So this is after joining everything together. So I'm making use of this my luxury lace to make a design on it. You can see I'm placing it. I'm going to place it with my gum. You can use any kind of gum. So I'm making use of gum to place this to make the design. You can see this is the sleeve. I've done the sleeve. You can see the sleeve. You can see the turtleneck. I've added my turtleneck to the neckline. I've took the necessary measurements. So you can see it now. Here the finished work. You can see. So I'm still going to add this lace to the neckline to cover the neckline. So you can see what I've done at the chest. And this is the down part also. This is the drap. After joining this out, it's going to form. You can see the side, and you can see the front properly, and here is the back. It has an invisible zip at the back, the way I said. You can see the back. You can see how it is. You can see it now. So this is the pleat that I was telling you. That's going to be the second layer at the back. So you can see. So the pleat is with the zip also. You can see how I stitch it down. You can see how beautiful this turns out. If you are watching me for the first time, what are you waiting for? Make sure you subscribe to my channel for more amazing tutorial. And for those who have already subscribed, I really appreciate you guys for watching my video always. See you in my next tutorial. Bye.